All right, well, it's Hall League Baseball. All right, welcome everybody. It's Hall League Baseball. As right now we're going to simulate 17 and 18 and play games 19 and 20. Very intriguing as we're going to see if the separation in the American League continues. Both National and American have 2-game leads, and they're tied for first place. So let's take a look at the Hall League right now. We're going to, there we go. We're going to finish today, and that's April 18th. Here we go, game 17, and here we go. The Mets beat the Reds 5-3. They go to 9 and 8. Washington 12-1 over the Marlins. The Expos blow out the Pirates and their streak. The Phillies 5-0 over the Cardinals are now 10 and 7. The Cubs 5-0 over the Astros. They win tomorrow. They win the next one, and they'll be tied. The Dodgers leading Arizona. The Diamondbacks, the Rockies, and Padres are now tied, as the Rockies are good. And the Giants beat the Braves. The Senators beat the Red Sox. Big comeback victory. They come in the 11th inning. They win 6-4. The Tigers 6-5. Big comeback victory over Baltimore. They're trailing. The Indians win. Tampa Bay is faltering. The Mariners win. Beat the Yankees. They're starting to come up. The Twins beat the Royals. So they're up there. The Rangers beat the Brewers. The Oakland A's beat California. And Toronto beats the White Sox. So now we go to the 19th. This is just highlights from 18 because we missed yesterday. We have 81 days here. So Washington and Florida are now both 9 and 9. Washington's 4 and 3. Cincinnati 5-4 winners. The Expos blow out the Pirates. Pirates just blown away in that series. They're 5 and 13 now. The Phillies won. They're 11 and 7. The Dodgers are 500 after 3 errors. The Astros split with the Cubs. The Giants beat the Braves, and the Rockies go ahead of the Padres. On the other side, the Brewers are even with the Rangers. The Mariners sweep the Yankees. Tampa Bay splits with Cleveland. Boston 7-1 over the Senators. They went to extra innings, and Boston wins. The White Sox over Toronto. Detroit beats Baltimore. Kansas City beats Minnesota. They split. And Oakland beats the Angels. All right. Well, my phone is downloading right now for the National League. You have LA, St. Louis, San Francisco, and the New York Mets. Philadelphia and the Marlins. The Expos, Cincinnati today. Washington, Atlanta. San Diego at Pittsburgh. Houston, Arizona. Chicago at Colorado. We might have that game. For the American League, maybe Kansas City and Detroit. Boston and Milwaukee. I think we're going to go Kansas City and Detroit. We might have that. Texas and Tampa Bay. I like Texas. But right now, let's go to Kansas City and Detroit. Ian Kennedy. For the American League, you see Merrifield, Hosmer, Morales, Cuthbert, Gordon, Butera, Fuentes, Colon, and Eibner. Ian Kennedy is pitching today, his first start of the year. On the other side, you have Jackson, Damon, Avila, Rayburn, Ordonez, Carlos Guillen, Sizemore, Brandon Ing, and Ramon Santiago. Jeremy Bonderman, this will be his 4th game. Should be good. And let's see here in Detroit. Kansas City and Detroit, game 1. So here we go. Here's Whit Merrifield. Bonderman to Merrifield. We're underway. Struck him out. 1 out. that'll be one out. And Detroit starting pretty good. 45 degrees, going to be hard to hit a home run. High pop fly. And underneath blowing in, 2 outs. I'm wondering how many. They're shallow in here. And Hosmer is out. Here's Morales. On the ground. Short. The first. 3 outs. Well, we go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless. Bottom of the first, Jackson, Damon, and Avila. It's Austin Jackson. Kennedy pitching. On the ground, base hit, and the first base hit of the day. Kansas City and Detroit. Big series for Kansas City. Here's Johnny Damon, left field. The bunt, but they're gonna catch it, and 1 out. Almost a double play. Avila, the catcher. They go to second on the steal, and he's going to be safe. It's Jackson. His 8th stolen base. Here's Avila. Walked him. 2 on with 1 out. Ian Kennedy struggling. Here's Ryan Rayburn. They get away. They steal. They throw to third. He's safe. And here we go. Avila Jackson is in the sacrifice position. His 9th stolen base. The pitch to Rayburn. High into right. And they're going to make the catch. Will they come home? Yes, they will. It's going to be 2 outs. Sacrifice fly. Maglio O'Dorn. That he got a base hit. I'll say his name, and it's going to be 2-0 Detroit. And that is huge. We're waiting right now. Ordonez. Maglio Ordonez. And it's 2-0. Here's Carlos Guillen. High to left. Left center. And this one is off the wall. 3-0. And Kansas City's having trouble. Having tremendous trouble here. 3-0 bottom of the first. Here's Scott Sizemore. Only 1 for 6 in the year. High pop fly center field. Back. And caught it. But Detroit, 3 runs. Score Detroit 3, Kansas City 0. We go to the second. Top of the second, you have Cuthbert, Gordon, and Butera. So let's see if Bonderman can get that elusive first out. And he does, 1 out. Just like he did at the very beginning of the game. Struck out the first batter. Here's Alex Gordon. Now be on the ground. Third. The first, 2 outs. 2 outs. Here's Drew Butera, the catcher. And Drew, that'll be a high pop fly center field. That should be it. And 3 outs. Score 3-0. Bottom of the second. My phone is just an absolute garbage phone. It is. It's downloading all these updates. It's just absolutely terrible. And that's going to be a line drive, 1 out. So 1 out. Here's Ramon Santiago, the shortstop. Now be on the ground. And throw to first, 2 out. 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. And Austin Jackson, center field. Struck him out. So Kennedy settles down. It's 2-0. We go to the third. What is a project? This is a big project here. A very big one. You know, we take a look right now and we have one viewer. Good guy probably, or a girl, I don't know. Ray Fuentes. 3 for 8. Now to behind to right field. But underneath, that's going to be 1 out. Detroit is 10 and 8. They would love to sweep this series. Jeremy Bonderman. Remember, you play 10 or 12 games a year against teams in 2-game series. Underneath, that'll be 2 outs. 2 outs here in the 3rd. And here comes Eibner. First at bat of the year. A little looper to right. Underneath. 3 outs. Nothing going bottom of the 3rd. So Damon, Avila, and Rayburn. Right now, Ian Kennedy. Damon strikes out 1 out. Can't give up anything to Detroit. That would be maybe a little too much. Alex Avila. Be on the ground. And throw the first 2 outs. 2 outs. And Ryan Rayburn, right field. Struck him out. Go to the 4th, 3-0. All right, out of town scoreboard. We're the first game. Nobody else is even up. There it is. Nobody else even up. And here's Whit Merrifield, second base, who's 0 for 1. That'll be to left field, and Whit will get a base hit. It's the first of the game for Kansas City. And he'll go to second. He goes to second. He's going to be safe. So here's Eric Hosmer. Hosmer on the ground. They're not going to go to third. Short to first. He dropped it. And now they'll go to third. So it'll be first and third. No, first and second. They don't move to third. He just dropped it. So nobody out, 2 on. Here's Kedris Morales, the DH. Walked him, and the bases are loaded. So Kansas City can come back. They can. Here's Cuthbert. 0 for 1 today. They at least got to get 1. Merrifield in sacrifice position. Struck him out. 1 out. Bonderman gets that strikeout. Double play clause. Alex Gordon. Walked him, and it's 3-1. Round goes the circus, and it is 3-1. Butera on the ground. They pick it up, they go to home, they get 1, they go to first, they get 2, and they get out of it. Only 1 run. That damaged Kansas City. Bases loaded, nobody out. They only get 1. So now Ordonez, Guillen, and Sizemore. Ordonez. 1 for 1. On the ground. Short. First. 1 out. And Carlos Guillen, 1 for 1. On the ground there. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning here, Scott Sizemore. And ball 4. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs. Ing. This will be third to first. Here we go to the 5th, 3-1. Kansas City keep going. Here's Fuentes. Ray Fuentes, 0 for 1. A little looper. Catcher underneath. Should get it. He does 1 out. Christian Colon, 0 for 1. Bonderman looking pretty good. Now he is. And Colon, that'll be a base hit. So On first. It's 3-1. Tying runs now at the plate. Eibner, 0 for 1 today. On the ground, 5-3, 2 outs. So Colon to second. Here's Merrifield. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1. Here's Ramon Santiago, shortstop. Ian Kennedy. High pop fly. 1 out. So really a lot of in that groove. Austin Jackson 1 for 2. Walked him. So Kennedy walked 3. Bottom of the fifth. Johnny Damon 0 for 2. Little looper, base hit. Now 2 are on. They'd like to get more and get a win here. Here's Avila. Struck him out, 2 outs. Now he's 0 for 2. Rayburn, 0 for 1, sacrifice, fly. Struck him out, still hitless. But as the RBI, we go to the 6-3-1. 6th inning, Hosmer, Morales, and Cuthbert. On the ground, third. Oh, and it gets away. It's an error. And he's going to go to second. So Osborne gets on an error. Here's Morales. DH 0 for 1. They could get another one here. Morales. Struck him out, 1 out. So there's the bunt sack fly. New pitcher, Robbie Weinhardt. He's 0 for 1, 2.70 ERA. So Weinhardt here in the top of the 6th, 1 out. Cuthbert. And that's a base hit, and it should be 3-2. It'll go into the corner. Cuthbert with a double. And now it's 3-2. Top of the 6th, 1 out. Here's Gordon. Alex Gordon 0 for 1. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No, 2 out. Sorry. Terra. High pop fly, center field. And they're going to catch it 3 out. 3-2 now. Kansas City slowly coming back. Bottom 6, Ordonez, Guillen, and Sizemore. Ordonez on the ground. Go to first, 1 out. Guillen. Carlos Guillen, 1 for 2. And that's going to be ripped to right field at a base hit. Bottom of 6th, 1 out. And Sizemore. That's got to be to the wall. They should be able to score here. Sizemore, they should be able to get a cushion. They're going to throw it in. And no, it'll be 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. This is big. Brandon Ng 0 for 2. Hit him. Bases loaded, 1 out. Santiago. High pop fly. Maybe enough. That's going to be 2 outs. They come home. Here's the throw, and they cut it off. It's 4-2. So Austin Jackson, 1 for 2, 2 outs. On the ground. He hit it on the ground. Throw to first. He's safe. He beats it out. Bases loaded. They really could throw this wide open. Johnny Damon, 1 for 3. Struck him out. He can't get his 10th base hit of the year. 4-2. We go to the 7th. Fuentes, Colon, Eibner. Weinhardt. Fuentes. And on the ground. We'll go to first, one out. Here's Colon. 1 for 2. Struck him out, 2 outs. It's 4-2 Detroit. And here's Eibner. Weinhardt, both starters are out of the game, and nice there, Eibner. And a base hit. So the tying run will be at home. 2 outs. And Whit Merrifield, 1 for 3. They walk him. 2 on, 2 outs. New pitcher, Phil Koch, 1.29 ERA. Hosmer, the pitch. On the ground. Short to first, 3 outs. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch. Go to the bottom of the 7th, Avila, Rayburn, and Ordonez. New pitcher for Kansas City. We'll get to him in a second. Left field, that'll be caught, 1 out. And Brian Dunsing, 0.75 ERA. He'll be on the ground. That'll be second to first, 2 outs. Maglio Ordonez, 1 for 3. Oh, that's going to hit the gap. It'll go all the way to the wall. And Ordonez, another double. Second of the day. Ordonez. Good. Here's Carlos Guillen, 2 for 3, 2 outs. Base hit, is he gonna score? He goes around, and they throw home. He's safe, it's 5-2. And Scott Sizemore to left, and makes the catch. Bottom of the 8th, 5-2. Top of the 8th, 5-2. Morales. So here's Kendrys Morales, 0 for 2. Phil Koch. It's going to be a walk. So Cuthbert. Chelsea Cuthbert, 1 for 3. On the ground. 6. No, and it drops it. So an error, the 3rd of the day. Kansas City 2 on, nobody out. It's Alex Gordon. Oh, hard hit. Oh my. We're tied. We're tied at 5. Wow. Alex Gordon, 350 feet. What a turnaround. And there it is. Wow. Terra here in the 8th. Phil Koch not doing well. Terra, and that's a base hit. So right now, One on, nobody out, still nobody out. Jose Valverde. Two-thirds of an inning pitched. No ERA. And a pitch on the ground. 4, 6, 1 out. Fuentes grounds out Butera's thrown out. Mike Moustakas, the pinch hitter. Struck him out, 2 outs. Valverde in. And here's Dyson, Jared Dyson. And caught it, 3 outs. 3 outs. 5-5. Bottom of the 8th, Ing, Santiago, and Jackson. Brandon Ing. No, walked him. Trying to get a lead here. Kelvin Herrera, the new pitcher. Ramon Santiago's 0 for 2. He had that sac fly. No bunt. They pick it up. They go to first, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Austin Jackson, 2 for 3. High and deep. Deep. He might take third. And he makes the catch. They go to third. And he'll have it. So it'll be 2 outs. And a base hit by Johnny Damon. And Detroit has the lead. Herrera to Damon. On the ground. 6-3. And there's the out. Go to the 9th. 5-5. You figure hit a 3-run shot, you got to win. But Merrifield, Joel Zamaya will be in. Pitching to Whit Merrifield. Oh, there it is. Deep. Good night. 6-5. Whit Merrifield, 448. Five. Oh my. Here's Eric Hosmer. Hosmer right back up the middle on a base hit. So Kansas City really came back after that first inning at 6-2. Here's Kendrys Morales. Walked him, 2 on, nobody out. He could get a cushion. He could have get an insurance run here. Chelsea Cuthbert, 1 for 4 at an RBI. And he whacks that to left field. He's going to get a second one. And there's their insurance. They might get a third. They come home. No. And still nobody out. 7-5. And it's getting bad. Here's Alex Gordon. 1 for 3, a home run, 4 RBIs. That'll be base hit. 5 RBIs. They're going to go around third. And they're going to stay there. So it's 8-5 now. They are just absolutely crushing it. Butera. Drew Butera, the catcher. Struck him out, 1 out. Cuthbert is on third. Fuentes 0 for 4. They walk him. Now the bases are juiced. Fuentes is still on, Cuthbert still on third. Zamaya still pitching. Alcides Escobar, 1 out. Little looper. Underneath, will he come home? And no, too short. 2 outs. And Jared Dyson. High and deep left. What a catch. Detroit needs 3. It's 8-5. Bottom of the 9th inning. Here's Avila. Kelvin Herrera. Struck him out, 1 out. And Herrera, Kelvin Herrera. He's in. He'll get the win. Here's Ryan Rayburn. On the ground. It'll be third to first, 2 outs. And Ordonez, 2 for 4. Little looper and a base hit. And Carlos Guillen, 3 for 4, 2 outs. And that'll do it. 6-4, and they end up winning the game. 8-5, Kansas City. My goodness. A big comeback, and Kansas City is now tied with Detroit. It looked like Detroit for a while was going to do it, but then Kansas City exploded. Multiple hits by Merrifield, Cuthbert Gordon, Alex Gordon, the MVP with 5 RBI today. For Detroit, you had Jackson, Ordonez, and Guillen, Carlos Guillen, with multiple hits. Pitching, Bonderman, no decision. Phil Koch blown save, and Zamaya gets the loss. And Herrera gets the win. Kennedy not that great. Other games. So there it is. So here it is. St. Louis beats the Dodgers. The Giants beat the Mets. The Marlins beat the Phillies. The Expos, they beat the Reds. Washington beats Atlanta. The Pirates 13-12. Oh my goodness. They were down 10-2. The Pirates, and they're 13-12 winners. So they're trying to look for a sweep. The Astros beat the Diamondbacks. The Rockies beat the Cubs 5-2. Look at the Yankees beating the White Sox 18-13. Craziness. Below the box score. And RBIs. 4 for Fernandez, 5 for Michael. Wow. And RBIs, you can see 18-13, your final. Gene Michael, the player of the game. Crazy day. The Brewers beat the Red Sox 5-4, a comeback effort. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays. The Twins beat the Angels 4-3. The Rangers beat the Rays 8-3. And the Indians beat the A's 4-2. And the Senators beat the Mariners 6-2. So, Detroit loses to Kansas City. Now in the National League. Let's go. We haven't seen. Let's go Philadelphia. No, let's go Chicago and Colorado. Chicago and Colorado. As we take a look. I got one viewer. So Chicago and Colorado now. Let's take a look here. So the Cubs, Gross, Ontiveros, Buckner, Mercer, Cardinal, Wallace, Avonde Jesus, Trio, and Mitterwald. On the other side, Shumpert, Burks, Walker, Helton, Castilla, Reed, Vanderwall, Barry, Lariano, and Brownson. 3 games, 0-2 is Brownson. Ray Burris is 0-1. Colorado. First time we've seen the Rockies field. Remember, it was the generic field before. We forgot to put it in. Here's Greg Rose for Chicago. And Greg Rose to open things up, and that's going to be one out. Are those numbers real in the outfield? It can't be. Oh, all right. I mean, they're with the right teams. Bronson will be there. The throw, 2 outs. No, because Kansas City doesn't play Boston. Here's Bill Buckner hitting 255. Brownson will be on the ground. They go to first, 3 outs. Bottom of the first, don't know. So bottom of the first inning, here's Shumpert, Burks, and Walker. Here's Shumpert as the Chicago Cubs. Burris will start off. Shumpert on the ground. They'll go. Third to first, 1 out. Here's Ellis Burks, left field. And he'll go opposite. No. Yeah. And a base hit. They go to second. And he is, say it, he's safe. Ellis Burks gets on. Here's Larry Walker. 266, 2 home runs, 9 RBI. Burris will be on the ground. Third to first, 2 outs. 2 outs, and Todd Helton hitting 310, looking good. High, deep, and that's going to score 1. 1-0 Colorado. And looking good there, so it's 1-0 Colorado here in the bottom of the first. Denny Castilla. And they move him to third. A lot of that. 2 outs. Castilla.
Strike 3.
Struck him out. And we go to the second. Colorado 1-0. Mercer, Cardinal, and Wallace. Here's Mercer. Struck him out, 1 out. Here's Jose Cardinal, the left fielder. High pop fly. And underneath, 2 outs. Here's Wallace, Joe Wallace, center field. Walked him. Juan de Jesus. On the ground. 6-4, and he drops it. See who gets blamed for that one. It's off the mark. So that's going to be an error. Here's Manny Trio. 2 outs, 2 on. On the ground, they're going to do it again. 6-3. 3 outs. Go to bottom of the second, now they 1-0 Colorado. Bottom of the second now, Reed, Vanderwall, and Barry. Reed, high, pop fly, left center. Good night. 2-0 Rockies. 2-0. Jeff Reed, his first home run of the year. It's now 2-0 Colorado. 484. And look at this. Good night. Yeah. So now base hit. So they'll go to second. And he's going to be safe. So Vanderwall in second. Here's Jeff Berry. Struck him out, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. And Nelson Lariano on the ground. And take it in here. So it's going to be an error. So Chicago reciprocates with an error. Terry Shumpert, 2 on, 1 out. On the ground, 6, 4, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Here's Ellis Burks, 1 for 1. Hard shot, and he'll get the out. 2-0. Colorado, we go to the third. So Mitterwald, Gross, and Ontiveros. Brownson. Oh, what a snag. Third to first, 1 out. Good defensive play by Castilla. I mean, that is good. Benny Castilla to Todd Helton. There's Greg Gross. Later on, be a Philadelphia Philly. On the ground, and 2 outs. So Ontiveros, third base. And he'll walk him. Top of the third, 2 outs. Here's Bill Buckner, 0 for 1. High pop fly, center. And that'll hit the wall. They're going to score. And Buckner will at least get a double. They're going to try. And it's 2-1. So Buckner, the first hit of the game. Bobby Mercer, the DH. On the ground. And they'll go back. That'll be out number 3. 2-1, bottom of the third. Bottom of the third now. Walker, Helton, and Castilla. And Burris walks him. 1 out. Nobody out. 1 on. Walks Walker. Here's Todd Helton. Barry Walker also on the 88. Todd Helton. Gone. Todd Helton. A 2-run shot. It's 4-1. His 5th home run. Definitely an all-star. Definitely. And it's 4-1. 329, 5 home runs, 13 RBI. Here's Vinny. Burst is still in. He'll be short to first 2 outs. 1 out. Sorry. Jeff Reed, 1 for 1, a solo shot. He had that long shot last inning. Struck him out, 2 outs. And here's John Vanderwall, 1 for 1. High indeed, but not enough. 4th inning. Cardinal Wallace into Jesus. Carded out left field. On the ground. First 1 out. There's Joe Wallace. On the ground again. 2 outs. And Avon de Jesus.
Strike 3.
Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 4-1. Bottom of the 4th right now, out of town. 3-3 Detroit, Kansas City, another classic. 5-1 San Francisco leading. 5-5 Washington Nationals in Atlanta. California beating Minnesota. Milwaukee over Boston. St. Louis over LA. Finals. Cincinnati ends Montreal's winning streak. Seattle over the Senators. Arizona beats Houston. Chicago leading the Yankees. It's delayed. It is delayed for rain. Coliseum, Cleveland, Oakland tie. Florida beat Philadelphia. San Diego sweeps Pittsburgh. Texas beats Tampa Bay. They're on a roll, and Toronto beats Baltimore. Baltimore is failing right now. Jeff Berry here in the fourth. And Berry, that'll be on the ground. They'll pick it up. 1-3, 1 out. So Mitterwald will throw to Buckner. Here's Lariano. Former Yankee. And he'll line out 2 outs. Colorado's up before Yankee. Here's Shumpert now. Terry Shumpert. Little looper and base hit. So Shumpert will get on bottom of the fourth. The 6th hit for Colorado. Ellis Burks 1 for 2. Hard hit and a base hit. So here they go with a score. Let's see. They're going to go to third. Will he go around? He will. And it'll be 5-1. So 5-1 Colorado. New pitcher Dennis Lamb. He's 2-0, 180 ERA. Pitch to Walker. Larry Walker to left. Underneath, 3 outs. 5-1 to the 5th. Mark Bronson.
Strike 3.
And struck him out. That'll be 1 out. Mitterwald. Pop fly. 2 outs. And Greg Gross. And a base hit. So here's Ontiveros. Steve, 0 for 1. Underneath, and another base hit. So they're going to go to third. Wow, look at that weird sort of, you want to talk about the magic bullet. Talk about that. So a chance now for Bill Buckner. As we're taking a look right now, 48 minutes into this broadcast. We have 1 viewer here. Chance for him to get him back in the game. And no. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-1 Rockies. Rockies seem like it's a solid baseball team. Todd Helton, 2 for 2, and he had a 3-run home run. And he's now 3 for 3. Let's see what he does. Go for at least a double. And it is a double. It's a triple short of a cycle. Castillo for 2. And he'll jack that to left. 1 out. 5-1 Colorado. Reed. On the ground. Goes to first, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, John Vanderwall, 1 for 2. High and deep, but not too deep. And 3 outs. We go to the 6th. 5-1, Colorado. Sixth inning. Here's Mercer, Cardinal, and Wallace. So Mark Brownson is still in. That'll be an easy out, 1 out. What Chicago needs, Bobby Mercer is out. They need base runners. That's what they need. Jose Cardinal, he's 0 for 2, and they hit him. hit them, the Rockies. Good team, 92, so they've been around now 36 years. And Brownson to Wallace, very benign franchise. Struck him out, 2 outs. On to Jesus, 0 for 2. They go to first, and they get him. Wow. Bottom of the 6, 5-1. So here we go. Jeff Berry. And that'll be up for Chicago. Really, Colorado is a benign franchise. They had 1 World Series appearance. Kind of got beat there. Lariano, the shortstop. And a slam. And that's unassisted by Buckner, 2 outs. And Lamp to Terry Shumpert, 1 for 3. And a base hit. Bottom of the 6, 2 outs. Ellis Burks, 2 for 3. Hard hit and base hit. So Larry Walker, 0 for 2. Walker just ripped that. Good night, and that's huge. 7-8-1. They've scored in every inning but the 5th. And the 3rd home run for Larry Walker. And that should do it. Wow. Walker's 3rd home run and 12 RBI. Todd Helton, a triple short of a cycle. He might get it. He might get it. Let's see. He might push it. Helton, no, it hit the wall. He might. No, he stops. He needed was a triple. It's 3 doubles. 3 doubles and a home run. So no singles, sorry. Benny Castillo 0 for 3. On the ground. And they go to first. He got it. 1 out. Helton. Well, that's 3 outs. Sorry. 8-1. 7th inning. Vonda Jesus, the shortstop. Here Brownson is just mowing through everybody. On the ground. Brownson will pick it up. 1 out. Of this mini trio. I mean, they would need to be able to get a lot of runners, and Trio will get a single. They need at least 3 runs here in the 7th. You'd figure they need at least 1. Here's Mitterwald. Brownson is doing very well, actually. And that'll be a base hit. So 2 on. He's getting his ERA down. They throw to third. And he is safe. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Brownson bringing down his ERA. Might go up. Greg Gross. On the ground. They'll go to first. And that'll be 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 2 on Averos. Shot. They're going to score them both. And 1 will come in. 2 will come in. And Averos makes it 8-3, so they get 2. There's 5 left. Buckner. On the ground, and there it is. 3 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Enjoy. St. Louis 2-1 winners. Detroit and Kansas City still playing. Kansas City trying to tie it up. Bottom of the 13th. Boston and Milwaukee in extras. Chicago beat Montreal. Washington beat Atlanta. The Senators up on Seattle 3-2. The Sox try not to get swept by New York. Arizona beat Houston. San Francisco beat New York. Oakland beating Cleveland again. California beat Minnesota, Florida in 12 over Philadelphia. Padres sweep the Pirates. Texas wins, and Toronto wins. Bottom of the 7th, Reed. Dennis Lamb still in. Reed, 1 for 3, a solo shot.
Strike three.
Struck him out, 1 out. John Vanderbilt, 1 for 3. Base hit. We're just trying to get through this. Chicago might have something. Donnie Moore. Jeff Berry, 0 for 3. Here's Donnie Moore. On the ground. And 4, 6, 3, 2 outs. 3 outs. Jeez. Losing my focus. Jerry DiPoto. A new pitcher. Jerry DiPoto. 0-1, 7.71 ERA. Here's Bobby Mercer. And DiPoto, Bobby Mercer. That'll be on the ground. And they go to first, 1 out. 1 out. Here's Cardinale, the left fielder. High pop fly. And that'll be caught, 2 outs. Joe Wallace, center field. Poto looking good. Then I say that and that happens. Base hit. Top of the 8th, 2 outs to Jesus. Struck him out. Bottom of the 8th, 8-3. Bottom of the 8th. So Donnie Moore is in for the Cubs again. Liriano, Shumpert, and Burks. Liriano, a base hit. Get a single. Shumpert, Terry Shumpert, 2 for 4. High and good on, no. Short. 1 out. Ellis Burks, 3 for 4. High pop fly. 2 outs. Larry Walker, 1 for 3 with a 3-run shot. Oh my God, good night. Good night. Holy cow. 2-run shot. Todd Helton's getting a little jealous. It's 10-3. Except for the 5th and the 7th, they scored in every inning. Walker, 2 home runs. How long? 482. Here's Helton, 4 for 4, a home run and 3 RBI. They walk him. Who's going to get MVP? Vinny Castilla struck him out, but I'll tell you what, Colorado's a solid team, 10-3. 15 hits, they're a solid team. So here's Trio, 1 for 3. DiPoto, 3 more outs for this. And a bay, oh, what a catch. Shumpert, 1 out. Here's Bitterwald. And shot to right. And it'll hit the ground. So he'll get a double. They throw to second. He's safe. So 1 out, Greg Gross. Jack it up. This should be 2. There's 2 outs. And Ontiveros, this will be it. On the ground, 4-3 to end the game. 10-3, a solid Colorado win. They're a good team. They are, when things go right. They're a very, very good team, and the Rockies know it. They're a solid team, 10-3. Your MVP is Larry Walker. Walker is 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Though Todd Helton went 4 for 4 with 3 RBI. Let's Let's take a look at all the games and everything and stuff like that. You see Larry Walker, then Todd Helton. 3 doubles, a home run, 3 RBI, a run, he walked. I don't know, I think he had a better thing. Padres sweep the Pirates. The Marlins beat the Phillies in 12. A game we should have had, really. Arizona beat Houston. They sweep them, I think. Yeah. Giants beat the Mets. Washington beats the Braves in 10. The Reds beat the Expos. They sweep them. The Rockies 10-3. The Cardinals 2-1 over the Dodgers. They're now 10-10. The American League, the Blue Jays sweep. The Rangers sweep. The Angels sweep. The Tigers 4-3 over Kansas City in 13. Boston 7-6 in 10. The White Sox split 7-2 win. The A's beat the Indians 7-6. What a comeback. And the Senators 5-4 winners. Comeback there over the Mariners. We're going to save. We're going to go to standings right now. You see the Expos leading the National League. Then the Astros, the Giants, the Nationals, and Rockies, Marlins, and Phillies. There it is, the Nationals, Rockies, Marlins, and Phillies. All fighting for 2 spots. Then the Cubs and Cardinals starting to separate a little bit. Starting, Montreal split. Sorry, I thought they swept. This is split. Atlanta got swept twice. They were 9-7. Now they're 9-11 after today. Pirates are 5-5. They'd like to do a little bit better in the American League. The Senators have a 1-game lead over the Twins. The Rangers, White Sox. And then the Tigers and Orioles are tied for 5th. It's still very, very early. 1/8, a little under 1/8. And Nephew Perez, Herndon, and Coughlin, all big hitting streaks right now. League home. There you go. Perez up there. Thornton with 8 home runs for Cleveland. 21 runs batted in. Wiggins, 10 stolen bases. Wars reigns. Pitchers. Henry looking good. Hands with wins. Bob Moose, 33 strikeouts. Looking good. Saves. Amaya, Detroit with 8. Warjon Denny. The Rockies looking good with runs. Batting average, the Nationals. Home runs, Rockies. And stolen bases, the Diamondbacks. Great bullpen ERA for the Reds. The St. Louis Cardinals runs against by a big margin, 7. And ERA and efficiency is all Twins. Taking a look, St. Louis is 10-10. They're a game out. So, in the news, there it is. Oh, so BJ Upton is suspended. So, there it is. He got ejected, and he's sitting out 3 games. It's Justin Upton. So, let's take a look at tomorrow. See, White Sox and Senators. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have that game first. It's a big one. Looking down the list, I might go Houston at St. Louis for the National League. Just a lot of teams in the middle playing each other. Montreal at San Diego. So we'll see. I think it's going to be Houston at the Cardinals, and Pete Harnish against Rick Wise. So that'll be good. All right. So that'll be it for us today. Have a great day, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. We'll see you later.